The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Richardson going right to the air. Eluding the pressure right. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Second down and 8. Now Richardson back to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
On first down, Valentine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Here's Richardson to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Young will set to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man incomplete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On second down now, it's Patrick, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Young on third down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Valentine. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready. Viking 18. Ready.
Going up the middle, Foster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
3rd and 4.
Ready.
Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. never in doubt. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Young. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Come on.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Richardson looking to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd and 9.
Broncos. Go.
Richardson off the play fake. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
79 Broncos. Ready.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st down, Patrick. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Patrick. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, Patrick. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Fitzpatrick. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play fake, now Young. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Young now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Young.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Let's go now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Now Richardson.
Got an open man. It's Foster.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Foster on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2.
Richardson will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A second down throw for Young.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me. The subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Young. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Okay,
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They'll run on first down. Valentine. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Richardson.
And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 42 yards.
And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first down, Patrick.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down now, it's Patrick. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Oh, a design run for their wideout.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Commanders 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Come on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
A little juke. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's man.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Valentine. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Get it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
A shotgun handoff now. Foster. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Sets up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll try the left side. Patrick. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patrick. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out left to Dotson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Valentine able to slither by. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Valentine. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Young will set to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Young.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Young. He'll get this one to Patrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down, Commanders.
Now a handoff up the middle. Patrick. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Throwing, Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Powerful.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
On 2nd down, it's Patrick. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
Into the hands of Patrick, left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Young.
He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Young.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10. Now Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
Joey Slide to kick off for the Commanders.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready?
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild.